Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show. It's Villain Spotlight today, once again. Today we're going to take a look at a kind of a more obscure villain, I would say, but a cool one nonetheless. Mr. Wild Bill, of course, in the house.
Hello, comic book fans. Yes, we're going to do a Villain Spotlight on Diamondhead. He's a major menace to Nova.
What happened to anybody else? Did he ever appear anywhere else?
No, it's his first appearance, I believe, is here. Issue number 3, Nova. Written by Marv Wolfman, who's the writer and editor. Sal Buscema and Tom Palmer doing the art. Irving W., the letterer, and Michelle W. is the colorist. But in this particular issue, Diamondhead is Arch Diker. And he broke in looking for precious gems at the Southampton Science Institute, and he tripped into the path of a diamond-powered laser.
There you have it.
And arg, of course, his atoms were bombarded with this power. And he didn't die, but he was reborn as Diamondhead. Arch Diker no longer existed. Pretty vague. Oh, yeah, we could use some light, huh?
Here we go.
Yeah, go all the way.
Boy.
Yeah, all the way.
All right.
Get the light in.
There we go.
Sorry. More glare. I don't care.
There we go.
So, yeah, he first appears here, and of course, he's a major thorn, powerful villain against Nova. But in this particular book, they were setting up stories of like a hidden arch nemesis, like a secret mastermind, evil guy behind the scenes. And so this book is developing plot for further issues, but Arch Diker, there's a flashback in this story of when he was a kid. He liked playing the villain as a kid, right? And he became a Golden Gloves champion as a teen. And he always dreamed about being a crime lord, is like in this flashback scene of his life of when he was a kid growing up. So he had like a tainted bully kind of pattern to his life. And so he talks about being unstoppable once he gets his power. And but he fears of the dreaded one, and that's this mysterious person that's kind of manipulating him and another character, Powerhouse, and the Condor, who show up in later issues against the Nova. And later on, the Sphinx gets involved.
Yes.
So Diamondhead, he gets locked up. He goes on like a crime spree, and he gets locked up. And but he wants to get locked up because he's hoping he can find the authorities had locked up Powerhouse, and he had this box, and that's really what Diamondhead wants. He wants to get his hands on this box because he thinks whatever in it can help him against the dreaded one. So basically at the end of this issue, he gets approached by the Condor to kind of team up, and they eventually become a trio, and they go after Nova. So Diamondhead pretty much has a decent little existence as a major player villain against Nova. But he doesn't really get out much other than that. Even though the book kind of dies down, they could have used him against a lot of people. He would have been great against Spider-Man or the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yep, for sure.
But he's pretty much limited to like this trio after a while. But he shows up again in issue 23.
I mean, you know how strong and durable like diamonds are, so you would think that this is a perfect villain.
And ironically, there's another character called the Comet who winds up kicking, who joins forces with Nova in this issue, and he winds up kicking, he kicks their asses. He beats the Comet briefly and Nova, but then they get revenge on him. But
should we open up one of these and just kind of show a little bit about what he's all about?
Sure. Let's show this last one. You take this one, and I'll get the first one. So some good fight scenes.
Yeah.
Again, I thought.
Holy Flash ripoff right here. Jeez.
Of the Comet?
Yeah, Jesus. I'd forgotten about that.
And he's the one that takes out Diamondhead.
Yeah. So, again, pretty strong villain.
For his first appearance, they give him the first page.
Yep.
And he's practicing against robots.
Yep.
Honing his skills. And then they go right into flashback mode of, you know, he's pretty much indestructible in his tryouts here, his workout room. But in this first issue, his first appearance, he does give Nova a run for his money. I like this close up of his face right here. They drew him pretty good.
You know, I will say, I know we've talked about it before, but man, as this comic got later on, Carmine Infantito's artwork is awful.
Yeah,
God.
he wasn't into the character, as we know, right? He was he was not making an effort.
It's almost like he wanted it to fail. Jeez, that's
yes,
wretched.
right?
God, that's much better there. Yeah,
Sal Buscema.
Yeah, you know, that's the way.
Sal Buscema. This book, I really liked this book. You know, when I was a teen, I really didn't know much about the art. You know, just like the character. I like the costume.
Great
you know?
character. Yeah, the costume is always really good.
And I thought Diamond, and most of these books you're all looking at, thanks to Robert Bell. Yeah,
Bought them when they came out.
all Robert Bell.
Yeah.
All back issues for me. But so there you have it, gang. Another episode of Villain Spotlight, very brief on Diamondhead. He's not a major player, but
And if anybody knows if he appeared like later, much later on in Marvel Comics,
he probably did. I didn't go and do the homework.
Yeah, I you know, again, after a certain time, we kind of stopped following. But it's possible he popped up later in the '80s or the '90s or even more recently. So yeah, if
Definitely
anybody knows, let us
character.
know. Yeah,
underutilized for
Yeah.
sure, you know. But that concludes this episode of Comic Book Geezers. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here. Please click the like button and help support the channel. And as always, we thank you for being here, and we'll be back next week with more episodes.
that's right. Till then, for Wild Bill, I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.